Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today, as you can tell by the title, we're doing a diabetes day in the life video. So I got a good suggestion on a video that I'm gonna do. It's not gonna be this video, but it will be coming up. Somebody asked just basically how I prepare London when I'm going out of town, so when she's not going to be with me, how I prepare for whoever's going to take care of her and all of that stuff. So that is a very good suggestion. I'm going to do a video on how I make sure that she has everything she needs. The person, whoever's watching her, has everything that they need. They feel educated, up to date, and everything like that. So that'll be a separate video. But today we are going on a very impromptu little mini vacay right now. We're really just going about 2 hours away, but we're gonna be staying in a hotel overnight. So anytime we're gonna be away from home, I have to make sure that I pack for London, that she has everything she needs medical wise, because it will be very bad if we forget anything and she doesn't have her medicine. Okay, so the main things that she needs right now, she's doing injections, so she needs both of her shots, her long acting insulin and her rapid insulin. She needs needles, she needs she has her Dexcom on right now, so I pack an extra sensor and just needle strips, alcohol wipes, test strips, things like that. In her medicine bag, she basically has all of her insulin and test strips, her meter, all of that stuff. So I'm just going to be packing the extras right now. So I have an extra sensor, which I do have to, I think her sensor is going to expire today. So I'm packing this one so we can change it out. And I also pack an extra one just in case, for whatever reason, we will be going swimming. So just in case it was to come off or it didn't work right or whatever, we have an extra one. I am going to be packing some extra needles. So we have that, some extra alcohol wipes, and I'll be bringing an extra insulin pen. Because you never know, you're traveling for whatever reason. If anything acts up, mishaps, or you can't find something, you have extras. So you always want to be prepared. So this is her little everything. We had a bag, but I can't find it. So like I said, just impromptu trip. We're just going to take this. So it has her needles, alcohol wipes, and extra sensor. So I'm going to grab the insulin before we leave because that's in the fridge. And then snack-wise, if she was ever to go low, I think we are going to stop at Walmart. So I'll get a couple snacks out there, but just for in the car so we don't have to pull over if she was to go low or anything. I have some snacks and treats. So we have some fruit cups, some applesauce, some chips, some donuts, basically just things that'll help her go up. I do have some apple juice in the car, some apple juice, juice boxes in the car, and then fruit snacks, goldfish, graham crackers, stuff like that. So she will be good to go if she was ever to have a low. We have snacks on deck in hand. All right, so that's basically all we do when we're traveling. Depending on how long we travel, if we travel for a week or so, I make sure to just have 2 or 3 extras, backups. When she does have her pump on, I make sure to bring about 2 or 3 of everything. So all of her cartridges, or her the needles, the refills, everything. I just bring 2 or 3, because like I said, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Okay, so I learned very quickly to just overpack and just over prepare, because you never want to be out somewhere and can't get something. So that's kind of what we do. I will probably show you guys a little bit as we travel. I don't know, of how we kind of do stuff out. Guys, so we are in the car. I have to go pick London up because she spent the night out. So I'm on her way to pick her up now. But I forgot to mention, as far as the insulin goes, what I do to keep it cool, so it's not super hot, especially in the summer times when I'm traveling, I will either have a lunch box and put ice packs in there with the insulin to keep it cool, or they have these things, I think they're called a Frio pack or something, that you can buy. You can look on Amazon, and you can purchase those to keep the pens or your your vials cool, so they're not super hot. So that's what I do. I just forgot to mention that, so I thought I mentioned that before I forgot. So it definitely is a lot, making sure that you have everything you need for your kid, yourself, whatever. But like I said, you want to make sure you have more than enough, so you don't ever have to feel like you're about to run out or you're low on something. You just kind of want to travel and not have to think about the burden of, you know, running out of things. That's how I feel. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story time though. So where did we go? I think we went to North Carolina, I want to say. Hold on, y'all. Okay guys, so hopefully you guys can hear me, but I have a quick little story time for you guys. So this was like maybe 2 years ago. We went to Indiana. And so, you know, I packed all of London's stuff, but when I packed, I think we were gone for like 5 days, right? So I packed, I think, 2 extra supplies for a pump change and like 1 extra Dexcom, you guys. And this is where I learned real quick that it's better to have more than enough than not enough. So we were traveling and I had changed her pump that morning just to make sure we had a fresh change and everything was good, you know, enough insulin, Dexcom was good, all of that stuff. So we leave bright and early and we stop and we have breakfast, and I'm noticing that London's numbers keep going up and up and up. So I'm like, okay, let me give her some more insulin. After about an hour, her numbers, she's high, you know, her numbers are still up. So I'm like, oh gosh. So we pull over, I do a pump change. So that's one of the supplies that I have. So I only have 1 extra supply, right? So I'm like, oh my God, like this is not happening. So I change her pump and it seems to be working. So everything is cool for that day. So we end up going swimming and her Dexcom peels off. This is like day 2. Day 2 or day 3, her Dexcom peels off, you guys. So I'm like, oh great, I only bought 1 Dexcom, so I gotta change it. So I was like, okay, you know, they last 10 days. It's not gonna be a problem. Change her Dexcom, right? So this is like day 3 into the trip. So we got like 2 more days left. So day 3 into the trip, she's swimming and her pump comes off because of all of the water, which I didn't think about. So I have 1 more pump change. So we go ahead and change it, and I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and do all the swimming we gotta do. We're not really gonna be swimming anymore for the rest of the trip. I'm sorry, but this is all we have left. So we ended up having like a pool day that day. We just swam all day, and then the last 2 days we were like gonna go on excursion, so we were gonna be going on it. So it worked out. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we used our last pump change and we don't have any more Dexcoms. I had test strips, so if her Dexcom was ever to expire or, you know, act up or whatever, I still had her meter to use. So on the last day of the trip, you guys, she started just going up for no reason, up. So I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I don't have any more pumps, any more supplies to change her pump. Luckily though, I did have, she was using the pens as far as like injections go. So I did have a pen and I had a couple of needles, you guys, So we was able to get her through and get home. But just like the fact that I was so stressed out, you guys, I was so stressed out because I'm just thinking whole time, like so I bought like just enough insulin. But like I said, we were going through insulin because her pump had kinked a couple of times. So we went through way more insulin than what we normally would have went through. So the last day of the trip, we had like barely enough. So we're driving home and I'm just like, you know, it was like a 7-hour drive. So I'm just like, oh my God, like we literally have like 7 units left. So she's like, can I eat something? I'm like, no, we can't. I'm sorry. No, we can't eat. So yeah, but luckily we were able to, she was able to eat and we were able to do everything just in time. As we ran out of insulin, we were like an hour from home. So we were able to make it through. But that just goes to show that whatever you think is not likely to happen, plan for it to happen. Plan for pumps to kink, plan for needing extra insulin, plan for Dexcoms falling off, especially in the summer. And if you don't have any of those like patches that go over the Dexcom to keep it kind of stuck down, make sure you invest in some of those. But yeah, plan for the unexpected, because you don't want to be out here and not having what you need, because like literally life or death. So it's like, I was freaking out. Luckily everything was okay, but it just made me just realize that I have to be super extra prepared from now on.
Hi guys, we are changing my Dexcom.
Alright, I'm gonna do her other arm, because like I said, it just exploded. Or we hit the road. Why are you grabbing that?
What are you doing is grabbing the remote? Put it in somewhere.
That's a
5.
5. Okay.
Actually, none.
We're not counting?
Yeah, just click
Are
it.
you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Just do it.
Let me see your face. Show me your face. The girl is a beast. You didn't even flinch. You didn't even flinch, girl. Let me click it.
Yeah, it's okay if you can hold it. I clicked it twice.
Alright, you're good to go, girl. Y'all, what I say earlier, I was just talking, right? I was just preaching to y'all about how you make sure you have more than enough. And I told y'all, like, it's always something, right? So y'all see me put her Dexcom on before we left. Now we're at the hotel, and so I'm like, okay, it's been 2 hours. London, let me see your phone, because the number should be popping up. So she's like, no, it's not working. So it says sensor failed, right? I'm like, why did it fall? Look at her arm. She did something, twisted it, pulled it out somehow. So she doesn't have a Dexcom on. So, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, because we just poke our fingers. But, you know, it's just like, it gotta be something. So we don't have a Dexcom, y'all. But this is why I say pack extra, right? Because if I had one more, we'd be good. But we're not. I didn't listen to myself, as I was just telling y'all, I packed more than enough. And I just was being lazy, because I had to go downstairs to like open her new box that we got, and I didn't want to do that. I'm like, oh, it's just a day. It'll be fine. Nope. All right, y'all, we are back home. We had a successful day trip. Like I said, it was only a day. And so, no, it's a day. So, how did your Dexcom come off, London?
I don't know.
You don't know? Mm-hmm.
I was playing real rough.
Yeah, so this is how it was. I did not put it on like this, y'all, but this is how I found it. So, she was messing with it. So, I know in the summer times, a lot of times we have issues with her Dexcom coming off earlier than it should because of swimming, hot, sweat, I guess, and stuff.
That's probably why.
So, we went ahead and I had to repurchase some of these waterproof adhesive patches. I'll show you guys what they look like in a minute, but these are good to go over the Dexcom, so they just stay on for the amount of time that they're supposed to stay on for. And then I picked up some Skin Tack wipes, and these help to just make it extra sticky. So for whatever reason, if it's not so sticky, that it will stick to your skin and it's not going anywhere, okay? And then we got the Unisolve adhesive remover. So at the end of the 10 days or whatever, if you're having a hard time getting it off, this will help get it off. So these are the 3 things that I have to have in the summer. And really all year round, but specifically in the summer, because that's when I feel like we have the most issues. So y'all, I went ahead and cleaned out her medicine bag, because it was just like test strips and everything in here. So this is her little medicine bag. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I feel like I have, but like I said, she just has needles, alcohol wipes, test strips, her meter, her poker, and then her 2 her two pens, the long acting and the rapid acting. So yeah, so I'm about to go ahead and put on her new Dexcom. We're gonna put on the Skin Tact, and I'm gonna go ahead and put on one of those clear things. So go ahead and do that.
Oh man, I wish they come in different colors. So like basically like the tape.
Yeah.
Like the little tape.
So I'll show you guys how we use them. But yeah, so let's put your Dexcom on real quick. Let me get alcohol wipe.
And we're not gonna count.
We're not counting. So London don't need to count. I need to prop this up. I don't know where my tripod is. Time for you to go to bed. 9:17 past your bedtime. I needed to put this on though because I didn't want to be coming checking on you every couple hours. And so y'all, she had Alfredo for dinner, and we went to go just check her because she said she wanted a snack. This is the Skin Tact wipe. And what you do, basically, I don't like touching it because it's very sticky, but I just pull it out and then just wait for the alcohol to dry, and then just apply it small spot where her Dexcom is gonna go. So that's what it turn your arm a little bit so they can see. So that's what it'll look like. It'll just be like shiny. But that stuff is very, very sticky, so do not
touch it.
Yeah, do not touch it. Then let it dry for, I don't know, 20, 15 seconds, something like that, until you feel like it's sticky. But yeah, so she was 340. So I gave her, and she wanted some chips, so I gave her like what, 5 units, I think. We checked an hour later and she was like 319, so she's not going down too much. So I gave her an additional correction. So I'm gonna check her in about an hour to see. Okay, so it is dry, so it's like kind of sticky. I'm gonna put this on. Make sure it's all the way on. Okay.
I didn't even feel that.
How you say ow, dear?
I don't know.
Go ahead and click it.
I'm playing this
Twice.
game.
Okay. And then, so like she said, this is what the strip looks like. So you peel the back part. Oh wait, no, you peel which part off? I'll be forgetting which part you peel first. Yeah, you peel the back part first. Just peel the other part off. Actually, I think I peeled the wrong part off first. I don't be knowing. But then it's the second part that you just peel off. So, and just smooth it out.
So this is
that's what it looks like. So you can see it's like shiny. That's the clear tape, but it ain't going nowhere, y'all. This thing is on here. So that's what I should have did, y'all. I should have brought me an extra Dexcom, and low-key I should have just put this on because I knew we were gonna go swimming. So I should have just came prepared, but I was not. But it's okay. I won't make that same mistake again. All right, you guys. So that is the end of this vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I feel like I shared some good information with you guys. Summer's coming up, so you know you gotta stay ready. I know a lot of you guys are going to be traveling and stuff like that. So yeah, just kind of take some tips to heart as you enjoy the summer, you know. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. A comment below, and we will check you guys in the next video. So bye, London.
bye.
Bye.